Welcome back to another episode of Deebo and Joe. I am your host, James Deebo Harrison, and I am here with my co-host, Joe Haden.
Yeah.
Make sure you like and subscribe. You don't want to miss nothing that we talking about, baby. How you doing today,
Man,
Joe?
I'm doing good, Debo. How about you, man?
I'm doing real good, man. I can't complain. I can't complain.
Man,
We had us two real good games last night. Well, one real good game,
yeah.
I would say. Yeah, one real good
Debo, I'm
game.
saying them things late too.
Oh, super late, super late. They doubling up. They
They
making sure they get all the time they need.
for
You know what I'm
sure,
saying?
for sure.
Yeah, the Bucs went on ahead and beat out the Texans, dude, by 1 point, dude, 20-9.
Hmm.
Watching this game, bro, like the first quarter, I'm looking at this thing, dude, and you got Houston. They just run down there and go ahead and get a quick tug, man.
First
They had
drive.
two first drive, dude. Two nice little play. I think Chubbs had a 25, 30 yard short pass that he took off on, and
Hmm.
then Collins, 29-yard tutty.
100%. It was good to see Chubb out there, man. Kind of
Yeah,
getting back healthy, making those plays, catching passes out the backfield, and then that touchdown pass that CJ Stroud threw early to Nico Collins when he tapped his feet, was able to stay in bounds. That was super impressive. So I thought it was going to be a high scoring game when it first started.
yeah. And then you got Tampa. They come back in there. Baker do his thing. He worked his way kind of down the field, but they also added that run game, dude. Like the
Oh,
run game really helped out a lot, especially when it got to the whole outcome of it. I think they dominated time of possession by like 12, 15 minutes, something wild, dude.
no, that's
So they run down and go ahead and get seven. I believe it was one point though where dude had the ball in his hands. He dropped it. What was the dude's name? I can't think of his name right now.
for Tampa.
He would have had a yeah, he would have I think he would have had a pick, but he dropped it
Oh
because
yeah,
that gave him a shot.
Levante David.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
And then that gave them an opportunity. They put seven on the board, and then Houston come back out. They driving down the field again, dude. But they stall out because of the penalty, and they still get three.
Hmm.
So, I'm sitting here, I'm wondering, is this going to be one of them games where the defense is not there? Tampa goes down again, hits another tutty. So I'm really trying. I'm really. I kind of starting to lose like interest in it. You know what I'm saying? Because
Hmm.
it's just back and forth, man. I hate watching football when the defense is just straight out not stopping, not they're underperforming like crazy. Like it just upsets me. Like I don't like high scoring games. I like to see a battle.
No, for sure. I think that's the
Right.
good thing about this one too. Like we said, Debo, at the beginning of the game, they spazzed. They started off both just driving the ball down, score, score. Tampa scored, I think, on their first two possessions, and it was like 14-10 in the first quarter. And then we got no more scoring really until the end of the game, about like the fourth quarter. When that stuff started getting tight. I want
Or you had I believe it was the end of the yeah, that was it. You're right. You're
to
right. They didn't start scoring again until after they came out in the second half.
yeah.
Baker was like, well shit, Baker and CJ was like 120 something rating, in the first half.
In the beginning of the
Like
game.
18, yeah, dude. Like I think Baker was like 18 to 13. He had CJ was maybe 13 to 8, 13 to 10, something
Hmm.
like that. Dude, it was out of control. And then they come back third quarter, and it looked like it's going to be happening again, but they miss a field goal. And
Hmm.
from there, they just back and forth punts. And I'm like, yeah, this my kind of game right
A
now. You
thousand
know what I'm
percent, a
saying?
thousand percent. And
13, yeah, 13, 14.
13, 14
Like,
type, good defenses. Because once the game starts, you got to get your feet wet. Once they popped off and scored on the first two drives, them dudes started had to settle down. Because I'm looking at the end of the day too. For me, the Tampa Bay defense though, they ended up locking down. They ended up making plays when they needed to. Remember when the Texans they had a 4th and 1. You know what I'm saying? They went for it on
right,
the goal line. That's changing the game. That's points. That's a 7 point swing. They got nothing there. And then their special team stepped up. They got that pump block. From the pump
yep,
block, they was trying to get points there. They didn't get. I think they might have got a field goal, but no touchdown. But just when their
right.
defense was
They
in,
came out and stopped them. They saved them. They went on ahead,
yes.
kept it close. Yep.
So I just was
And then
liking that they was able to being able to bring their defense out there. So Tampa Tampa kind of played a overall pretty good game. Like running game
Oh
was
yeah,
good. You know what I'm saying? Baker was doing his thing, and they had the defense was making stops when they needed to.
yeah, for sure. I mean, you had, when Tampa punted the ball, Houston, they come through and they return the thing like 53 yards, bro.
Hmm.
And all of a sudden, Nick Chubb breaks one loose for 25. And the next play, I think they gave it to him. He scored, from the one. And now, it's 3 minutes left, something like that. And you done gave Baker the ball.
Hmm.
And what he do last week is the same
The
thing he
same
did
thing that
this
he
week.
did this week,
And the 4th and 10, dude,
bro.
how do you not have anybody paying attention to him on a 4th and 10?
Bro, but
And
James, they had the empty, they had the DB.
dude,
He
yeah,
had the
dude
open
missed.
shot.
Dude missed. I think DB's coming there so excited and they forget that they gotta
You
break
got to break
down,
down.
and
Yes.
he shook him loose. That kept the drive
That was the
alive.
play of the game, Debo.
Oh yeah, no
1000%.
question.
Because the third
No
and 10
question.
before he threw it, Baker scrambled out and threw a nice ball to my man number two. And he
Hmm.
kind of he dropped it. You know what I'm saying? So now it's 4th and 10 with a minute and something left in the game. If you don't get
Right.
this, it's a wrap. And he was able
Yeah.
to somehow escape out of that pocket and scramble for 15 and get through
Dude,
there.
they went 80 yards, bro.
Yes.
80 yards in 11 plays in the last 3 minutes for the go ahead.
Yeah.
Like,
That
what
was
was it? 2 seconds left, something like that
bro,
when it was all said
they
and done.
walked it down. They had this is the situation you want your quarterback in. They had the ball. It was 2 minutes and 4 seconds left. At the 20-yard line, they had three timeouts
Oh
to go
yeah,
get the
you
game.
got to get in.
First drive, they dump it off to Irvin right before the 2 minute warning, give it to him. He gets 12 yards. So now they going
Hmm.
in with a minute and 56 left, three timeouts. And then first down, nothing really. Second down, nothing really. Third down, he drops that over route that could have been a big play, number two. And then 4th and 10 for the game, all the marbles. Breaker scrambles, gets up out of there for a 15-yard run for a first down. Like that could have been, you know what I'm saying, the whole game. It gets down to the point where everything happens through the game. Offense does good, defense does good. We just wavy game. When you got 2 minutes
Oh,
and 4 seconds left on the game, on the clock, can you drive the goal? Can you drive it down and get us the win? Basically,
oh, no
what it
question.
was. And I just like the fact of game's gonna be going waves and flows, but at the end of the day, you got the ball in your hands with 2 minutes and 4 seconds. What you gonna do? And
All three timeouts, dude.
all three
That's
timeouts, everything.
You can't ask for nothing better than that
That's a
right there,
great.
man.
It's a beautiful situation to be in. But there's people that can lose it, and then like at the end of the day, when you come out and make the plays, he ran. You know what I'm saying? Getting the ball to Urban, and it's not
Hmm.
just you don't may say Baker go win us the game. Get it to the guys that are going to help us win the game. Get it to Urban. You know what I'm saying? Let him get open and let him make some plays. Get it to Mike Evans. Get it to Shepard. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to
Spread the ball around,
spread
right?
it around. Give everybody a little touch.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that was just
Yeah,
so
that
good to
way it
see.
makes the defense, they can't just key in on Evans all the time.
Exactly.
You gotta make sure you got everybody covered. And when he can do that, and like I said, the ability for him to go out there and make that first down I think it went for 15 yards,
Yes,
dude,
bro.
like on a 4th and 10. Like that's out of control.
That's amazing.
Now you got Houston, what is they 0-2 now?
I think so.
What what's the what is it that Houston needs to do to come out on top in these sort of situations? What do you think they need to do?
Man, so Houston, they like you said at the beginning of the game, they started off hot. I think Nick Chubb doing some just being able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Nico Collins making those great catches. You know what I'm saying for the touchdown. Um,
Hmm.
I just think it's a little more consistency. I think sometimes
Yeah.
CJ Stroud. I love CJ Stroud. This is not a CJ Stroud bashing, but sometimes like a couple third downs, just errant throw. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Just
Convert.
pause balls
Yeah.
just not thrown into the ground where we need to be able to convert these first downs and be able to extend drives. Like it's no thing you can particularly put your hand on, but I think
I think for me, I think they need to. Well, of course, they got to convert third downs.
Mhm.
Keep your offense on the field. That keeps your defense off the field, so they're not on the field as long,
Mhm.
being wore down. And then, secondly, they have to be more consistent. With the run game. I think they only had maybe 70 something, 80 something yards, whatever it was, and 25 of that came on just
One more check.
one carry. So.
Mhm.
I think they need to be more consistent in the running game and getting it more involved That way they can open up more opportunities, I think, for the pass.
No, I think that makes a whole lot of sense. They weren't like you said, Nick Chubb had 12 carries for 43 yards, and one of those was
25 of them
25
came on one carry.
him on
Yeah.
one carry. So that's 11 for like 25 yards. That's not going to really make anything shake. Um,
No.
yeah, so we got to just get more consistent in the run game. But I like Stroud. I just think that sometimes too, that just being able to make win on third downs a little more often, being able to extend those drives, and that's being able to keep your defense off the field. Because their defense, end of the day, they gave up 20 points. That last drive
Right.
wasn't the best, but I love Stingley. He was out there going man to man with Mike Evans. It was a battle out there. Mike had like 5 for 54 yards. Nothing crazy. That's nothing to go ride home about. But end of the day, they still were able to get the win. So I think the Houston Texans still, the special teams is doing great. The punt return, the punt block. You know what I'm saying? Their team is doing good, but just being able to get that run game right, being able to score more than 19, you know what I'm saying? Just being able to get that. So they're not, I'm
Yeah.
not down on them, but I just think
Mhm.
that they can do a little bit better with extending some of those drives and winning on third downs.
Yeah, I was surprised that Tampa was able to actually slow down their pass rushers. They got a couple good pass rushers over there, and
Mhm.
then they had offensive linemen that were hurting out, and then they had another guy that got hurt, and I believe they were actually down to the last offensive lineman they had, active.
Oh
So,
man.
for them to go out there and actually do that and come away with the win, I was impressed for sure. For sure.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be solid. The Bucs look good. The Bucs are like an all-around pretty good team to me.
Yeah, I would definitely, yeah, because dude, you got the run going, you got the pass going.
Yeah,
When you got both of those going, they're converting on third downs at 50%, I think it is right now. And now you're dominating time of possession because you're making sure that you keeping, you staying ahead of the chains. You're
yes.
giving yourself, manageable, second, third downs.
Irving and
So it's
White
easy.
tote team. They looked like a two-headed monster. They could give it to 7 or 1. I was looking at it like, man, these dudes are really, really toting the ball. And you know what I'm saying? They were doing a great job. And Baker, too, is not, ever since he's been in Tampa, we want to knock the people that want to knock Baker. He's a consistent quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Dude.
he's throwing crazy touchdown passes. He's not turning the ball over. And you know what I'm saying? He's just doing what he's supposed to do, leading the team, making plays when he needs to. So I'm proud of Baker, and just knowing that he doesn't have to do everything. Understand that he got to do his part. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, make sure you use your legs when you got to, check it down when you got to, get it to Irvin, get it to Bucky. Bucky gonna do what he got to do. So just dump that thing off to Bucky if you got to. So just understanding the players he got around him, I think that's helping him.
Oh yeah, no question. We go sip over here to the Chargers, man. The Chargers just mollywop the Raiders, dude. The Raiders defense though, they ain't bad. They ain't bad at all. I mean, they play well actually, but the Chargers defense, dude, they just dominated it, dude. 15 pass defense, dude. 6 tackles for a loss, 3 takeaways, and didn't give up not one touchdown. That's hard to beat.
That's
I think. Go
no,
ahead.
that's elite defense, bro. Like you said, that's gonna be hard to beat if that happens.
Yeah, they said no team has ever hit any of these marks in a game since both pass defense and tackles for a loss were first tracked in 1999. That's wild.
Yeah, I mean
That's
the
wild.
Chargers, man, they have a great defense. They have OG players too. They got Khalil Mack. You know what I'm saying? They got
Khalil got hurt in the first quarter though. They didn't even have him for 3 quarters of the game, and they still did
that
this.
man had
The
a
big issue, man. Geno, he got to be more. He got to be more cautious and protective of the ball. I mean, one situation really, he couldn't. That was just a good play, but
Mhm,
you gotta be more conscious of where you're putting the ball, especially when you're in a situation where you can get an easy three.
mhm.
The big turnover right there in the red zone that really hurt them. That was an opportunity to actually pull the game within. I forgot what it was, but that right there, you're going in, and it's a pick. That kind of slows everything down. Same thing. You're throwing 3 interceptions. You're putting your defense out there
That's
on
what
the
it's
field
about,
for.
Debo.
Mhm. Yeah, and when you do that, it's not it's not conducive to actually being able to consistently, hold the team down. You give them three more opportunities than you would have. It it doesn't fare well for you most of the time.
1,000.
How many games do you think somebody has turned the ball over three times and actually won it?
Yeah, that it's not high. It's not high at all. I mean, the turnover the ball is
You ever had like a three turnover game that you can remember where y'all turned it over three times and you still won?
no.
Yeah,
Definitely
I'm
not.
trying to think right now, man. And yeah, I can't remember that.
No. You don't normally win those games, man. And especially first play of the game, you don't do the first play of the game, popped off pick. You know what I'm saying? That's not conducive with winning. And then my man, like just protecting the ball too. Their defense was playing well. They gave up 20 points
Mhm.
with three picks. And then just being smart with the football too. Like we said, throwing the picks. And then on fourth down, he threw the ball away. Like give somebody a chance to make a
Right.
play.
It's fourth down, dude. Put it in
Put it in
play. Worst
play.
can
You know what I'm
happen
saying?
is that
Like
it's gonna be a pick further down the field, better than them getting the ball right here.
we just handed it to him right here. So just little things like that that Geno was doing, that sometimes like this, that's not conducive with winning. You got to just be a little bit smarter on the field with that.
Yeah, I don't know how good the Raiders offense is. I'm gonna tell you this though. I'm surprised they shut the rookie running back down though. I thought he would at least, get something. I think he only got like maybe 40, 50 yards, something like that on, was it 12, 13, 14 carries, something like that. So, they did a good job. The Chargers did a good job of, being stout in the run. And like I said, when you stout in the run, you get opportunities to pin your ears back and you got them behind the chain, so you know when it's going to be more of a passing situation.
Yeah,
I think Geno passed the ball like 40 something times or
yeah,
so.
yeah.
So
I think yeah, a lot. I think it was like 24 for 47, something like that, bro.
yeah, almost 50.
Hey,
Yeah.
brother, at one point, my man Geno Smith was 0 for 0 with 0 yards, zero touchdowns, and three picks with passes over 10 yards of airtime.
Stop playing,
I
bro.
promise you, brother, that's not going to cut it. You know what I'm saying? It's not a Geno bashing, but just like when you doing stuff like that, it's gonna be very, very
Who is they? Who is they? They got a qualified backup over there, or somebody that could step in, or
I don't know. I got
do you think it's time for a change, or is it just too early?
I think I think it's a little too early. Geno had a good season last year with the Seahawks. I mean, it might not I think too Ashton Genty, but the line, we need to start. He needs to be the
Yes,
premier. We need to start
you got
getting
you got you got one of the coldest running backs coming out of
come out
college
of
last year, and you're not making things.
12,
I'm going to hand him the ball at least 20 times a
12
game.
carries. No, just
He getting at least
at least
20
you
carries a
got to get
game.
him starting to get warmed up. You know what I'm saying? Like if
No
that's a
question.
back, you got to let him. He gonna start warming up throughout the game. If you give him touch here, touch there, then he's chilling.
Mhm.
You got to get those running backs kind of warm. So I think just Genty working on him, trying to get him more involved is going to take a lot of pressure off some people.
Oh yeah, I think it'll take a lot of pressure off Geno. Like you said, you got 47 passes. If we're out there effectively running the ball too, so you got to have some help from your offensive line, of course.
Yeah,
But you need to effectively be able to run the ball. You didn't draft him over there just to hand the ball to him 12 times a week. I hope.
no,
Like
have
that's
Geno
that's
throw the
not
ball
the
43 times a game.
yeah, that Geno, I like Geno, but he ain't gonna be that quarterback that's gonna sit out there and pump the ball out, 40, 50 times a game
Mhm.
and think that that's gonna be something that's gonna be conducive to you guys winning. I don't I don't see that being
I don't think so either.
being an issue. And speaking of the Raiders, dude, they showed Tom Brady in the booth wearing headsets on Monday Night Football, like in the actual
Yeah, man.
yeah, the player, the coaching booth. Like
What is that?
what so what do you think of that?
What do they call it? Conflicts of interest,
Mm-hmm.
Debo. That's
Mm-hmm.
what I'm getting a little, and I'm thinking, I'm just hoping that Tom Brady doesn't want to get involved in any shenanigans. And I know that I hope that he's not, and I'm not saying that he is, but when you're meeting with
No,
when
you're
you're meeting with coaches and players
mhm,
pre-game to understand to get the ins and get the outs and get the just the stuff that they're going
mhm,
to tell you, you know what I'm saying, before the game, like right before the game, because this is more you don't feel like you're speaking to the media. There is nothing really that can get out. They're going to be the ones watching the game, so you're kind of giving them the what they're going to see happening during the game, like what you guys been going through the week. So you don't give them normal media information. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
right,
saying if you're a owner of a team and you're calling a game and you're getting that information and you talk to your coaches and you're saying that, oh no, we talk all the time. You know, Tom's going to be this. If I were owning a team and I have this information, I would be giving it to my coaches and other people
right.
and trying to go. And that's cahoots. I'm not saying he's doing that, but opening up the avenue for it to be a way of people talking about it. You're sitting in the press box with the other coaches and you're
You're
playing against
yes,
another team. You could be talking
you're
about we're human. What you going to be like this? Nah, I'm not going to say nothing. You could be like this. Nah, I know that they running this, they're doing that. This information, you know what I'm saying? But not I'm just saying that I just don't, it looks a little fried. And for people to be able to even bring this up and say these things and like it just doesn't seem, it's not smooth to me. So I'm not saying Tom
yeah.
Brady's doing it bad, but I'm just saying that it doesn't look, it's ways that it cannot look good for sure.
Yeah, but it's actual rules in place, dude, for this certain situation. In 22, I believe it was when he initially signed with Fox. That was, that was a monumentous contract, dude. It was a 10-year, 375.
Yeah.
Like that's like unheard of. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And then 23, Al Davis announces that Tom Brady is going to be, a minority part of or part of the group.
Yeah.
Like, so from there on, like you got rules in place where you're not supposed to have like broadcasters that are owners of the team. To get through that process, like you had owners like I think it's the Chiefs owner, Clark Hunt.
Mhm.
He's like, yeah, it was a lot of hurdles we had to go through to do it, but we made it possible. Why are y'all fighting so hard to bend a rule that y'all put in place for the integrity
Of the
of the
game.
game to make sure that you know it's not a possibility of something like this going on? And then you go and you see him like sitting in the booth with the headphones on.
Mhm.
He done did he done did production meetings. He done sat there at the practice and watched these dudes practice. He done did all of that. And you're thinking that it's, I mean, I don't think he would, but on the outside looking in,
You don't
I'm
want
the
people
other
to
team. Why would I even,
chance it, like, or being able to have people
why
say
would I
it.
even chance it?
Yes. Me and you are on the same accords with this one. Because I think when you said too, like they made some rules and stuff about it. It's like this, Tom Brady, if you're going to be the owner of the team or minority owner of a team and really work with a team, then you can't be a commentator of the game.
Okay,
Right.
right. So now
Or are you going to
what
be,
happens?
go ahead.
What happens when the next person tries to do it? Is it just going to be approved now? You just set precedent that you can do it. We just got to make sure you go through these hurdles to make sure that you're not doing anything like that. Like, so the next time uh a broadcast somebody that's broadcasting and wants to be a minority owner, is that going to be okay? Or is this just something that you
Yeah.
decided to fight hard for time for?
I mean, I think it's the crazy
And
part.
yeah, like
It got to be, it's a little bit of both too, Debo, because like,
but why? Why would you fight so hard? Like you just said, y'all made rules for this.
yeah.
The owner of the Chiefs, Clark Hunt, he said,
They like
"Hey,
they
we
might
we had to go through hurdles to make this
they
happen.
probably like
Why are you fighting so
because they
hard
like
for it?"
Tom Brady. They want him to be a part of their little boys group of the owners and dudes, and like I think that might be a reason. Because if it was somebody else, it could easily be the other way. Like you said, why are they bending hurdles? I'm just putting out the question, maybe because they just want him to be in their group. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so the next time that somebody does it, then and it doesn't get approved, how is that? If it doesn't get approved, how is that going to make this situation look?
It's going to make it look.
Like the optics are going to look crazy.
No, for sure. I'm with you on that too, Debo. I don't think it looks good for. I don't think he needs to be doing both. It's either that you're going to have to do one or the other because even if you're not doing the conflict of interest, if you're trying to keep your integrity right, you're going in there, you're meeting with these people, and you're not giving the information. Us being able to question if you're giving the information because you shouldn't be in the room with these people is just the whole problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And what you doing this and the next person comes and say you deny them. Well, you just set a precedence right here where you approved it. So now are they going to sue you? Is the NFL going to get sued because they didn't allow whoever it may be? Like, I think they put themselves in a real compromising
But
situation that could really turn around and bite them. Plus, you're questioning now. I'm questioning now, like, yo, you sitting in the booth like with the headphones on with the coach, like what's going on? Like, are you giving us some inside scoop where you got guys that sit down with the production team and say something they shouldn't say? Yeah, we got a trick play ready for them. You know
yeah,
what I'm
no,
saying?
for sure.
Or you getting injury reports and all that. So and so is dealing with this or dealing with that. Like you may have somebody. How many times you didn't say something that was going wrong because you didn't want to be on the injury report because you didn't want them coming after whatever it may be that was wrong.
Mhm,
You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
Like, so you get things like that, and it may be something small. You tweaked your ankle on the Thursday before the Sunday game, and you just iced it, kept it moving, didn't say nothing. But you know, somebody going there and they just want to get, they're just giving information, just talking, and they blurt it out there. So maybe he has some information that they didn't even know, but you're sitting in here, you're asking the question, and you get to ask the
Oh
questions.
yeah,
You know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? Like,
You get to ask exactly what you want to ask.
yeah, and dude,
Yeah, Debo. We on the same.
I don't know, man. It's weird. You sitting over there in Vegas, what is that, the gambling capital of the
Oh,
world?
for sure.
Like, it's making people be real weary and skittish because you just did something that you set in place to not be able to do, and now you've done it
I would say though,
because you wanted to keep it from being any questions on the integrity of the game. You just put it in question.
yeah, yeah, he did because now he's in that booth. You know what I'm saying? Asking those questions before
Mhm.
he's doing those pre-interviews and then going into the booths with the Raiders coaches. So that just opens up a whole can of worms. And like you said too, we're not saying that he's doing anything wrong.
No.
We're just saying the optics, looking at it. You know what I'm saying? Knowing what interviews you are in, and then now you're in the booth with the coaches. That just looks
Mhm.
like you can be able to easily transfer information. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not it's talking crazy, but we're not, you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't look too good.
Yeah.
But
And so
well, hold, let me say this too though, Debo. When you were saying about like if somebody else were to come and try to like get into being an owner or something, they don't let them. You know how the NFL is. They would I don't know how they would try to sue him. They saying there's a lot of loops and stuff to get in for Tom Brady. They're fighting to help him get in. Like there's a lot of
right.
people that
Why?
trust.
Why are you fighting? They fought to help him get in. Are you going to fight to help the next person get
No,
in? Or is
no, because
just
they're not Tom Brady and they didn't make 375 million. They don't have 7 Super Bowls. Like these dudes are just keeping trying to be cool, maybe with Tom, like, oh yeah, look, gentlemen's
so
club.
you saying money, revenue share, all that?
You saying what?
Saying that's what the benefit is.
The
Is the NFL is somehow getting some type of money, in the or able to receive more because he's involved with
I would
with
I
both
would say
as an
this.
owner and as a
The reason, like the same way, like Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson are probably the only like present players that are involved in ownership in the NBA. Do you know what I'm saying? And then we have nobody's been in present ownership, I don't think, in the NFL, not that I know of, that's played. So now we got Tom Brady,
I understand, but the big issue was not him being a minority owner. The big issue was he is
also a Fox.
uh, subject to, or he gets information that you wouldn't normally get as just a straight out owner. Like
Yeah,
broadcasting in the booth, like you said, you get to sit there
yeah,
and come in and ask these guys questions. They watch you practice, dude.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. No, you're right. He is doing dang. Because I'm all right. Like you said, Jordan is not. He wasn't doing no. no production stuff with the thing. So he's
Mm-mm.
actually really interviewing people. Yep, that is a conflict of interest.
Yeah. So I mean, every week, it's every week.
Yes.
I don't know, man. I don't know,
Yeah, I
man.
think you
So
yeah that they're gonna have to figure something out with that. But like you said too, they did the making the rules for him of like not being able to go to certain practices. That's crazy. And I heard that they were way more strict on him last year than this year. Like it's kind of more he's being able to kind of move a little bit more. So I mean, yeah, you're right. They got to get on that. They can't let him do certain things because the conflict, bro. Like you're right. He's interviewing the players that he's going to be coaching against, basically.
yes, yes. The guys you're going to play against, you're going to get to basically
Get to
interview all of
interview
them.
him and ask him whatever you
You
want to
know,
ask him.
ask them whatever you want to ask them.
Yeah.
It's Tom Brady. They probably go say something. They probably go say something they shouldn't
Man, you
say.
gonna
You know what
feel
I'm
chill. You
saying?
gonna be like, I'm talking to Tom. Okay, I'm gonna answer this just as normal as I possibly can.
Right, like you said, and it's reckless because he is, yeah. But anyway, man, the Kansas City Chief players, man, wore a free for t-shirt Sunday in support of the suspended receiver Rashee Rice.
Mhm.
Dude, what do you think of them wearing the t-shirts in support of? Do you know what he's suspended
Man,
for?
I think he's suspended for it was a high speed. He got in a car crash.
Yeah, yeah, he got in a high speed. I guess Kelsey, Thornton, Juju, and Brown all wore the T-shirts. I guess Rice is serving a 6-game suspension for his role in a March 2024 high-speed car crash. He was sentenced in July to 5 years of probation, 30 days in jail after pleading guilty to two third-degree felonies. What is your take on them? Are you in support of them wearing the shirt? Do you think maybe they shouldn't? What is your take on that?
I think they could have went without wearing the shirts. I understand, how when people always want to support their teammate and show that they're there for them and just try to, what I'm saying, I got your back no matter what. But some situations, man, it's just he got a 6-game suspension. He's sentenced to 5 years of probation, and he spent 30 days in jail for two third degree felony charges. That's not anything to really play with. You know what I'm saying? So end of the day,
Yes,
his stuff
definitely.
happened. He dealt with it. He went to court. He handled all of his stuff. But now he's
Hmm.
dealing with his suspension. To free him and all that stuff, that's more for like innocence. When somebody hasn't done something, you feel like they're
Yes.
being wrongly accused. You know what I'm saying? And I love
Hmm.
Juju, Travis, and all them guys. But on my side, I'm like they always want to try to support the teammates. But for me, he's done something wrong. He's been criminally charged. He's dealing with his time. If you didn't wear the shirts, then we're gonna let that thing
What
slide
message are
until
you sending out?
when 6 weeks come. When 6 weeks come, then he's gonna come back to the team and everything's gonna be good, and then we just go about business. But it's just I feel like I would I just I know where they're coming from. Trying to always man, I'm supporting my teammate no matter what. I know he's going through something. We got,
So
but
when I look at this, it goes back to the receiver from the Raiders, I believe,
okay, yes,
Henry.
yes.
Only thing happened different here is it wasn't a life loss. Like,
Hmm.
and that was a blessing that it was not a life loss, but you had four people that were injured.
Hmm.
Some people, two of them, I guess, were injured worse than the others. And this is something that he did to himself. Like, oh, you're young, you this. Yes, it's true. Like, believe me, I've probably sped plenty of times, all that other stuff, and nothing happened. But if something had happened, yes, I'm gonna be sorry. I'm gonna be all that other stuff. But what I need to do is sit down and be like, yo, this is a situation where things could go bad. It could go ugly. Like you got enough money, man. Go rent a track. You want to see how fast your car goes? Just go rent a track for a couple hours. Ain't nothing but a few $100. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It's just things like that. And we're in a position where, yeah, a normal person may not have got whatever it is that he got and then suspended from his job and all that. But we're not in a normal job. Like what we do reflects on us, our family, the NFL, and everybody else that you're involved with. So
Hmm.
I think it's a bad look, especially. when you're looking at what actually happened, it's videotape of them leaving the scene.
Mhm.
You got people that are in their cars, hurt, injured, and you take off. So I think it's a bad look for the players to wear, free force shirts. Like, he didn't have any involvement in why he is now currently serving only a 6-game suspension.
Yeah.
When you look at it, like, that could have been a way worse suspension
Hmm.
than what it was.
Oh, for sure. It could have been way longer.
And the situation, it could have been way worse. You're just a hair from, actually being a second sooner or later where things go, sideways, and someone, loses their life. So the whole situation of free, it's like you said, it's for somebody that, is in a situation not of their own doing.
Hmm. Yep. I think we feel the same way about that. Just they trying to help out their teammate, but at the same time, you got to really look at the whole situation and the totality of what he did. So I think it's just a little bit more than that.
Oh yeah, no question. Vikings quarterback JJ McCarthy, they expected to miss 3 weeks with ankle sprain. Could be out multiple weeks. Wow. Carson Wentz is on the verge of becoming the sixth quarterback in NFL history to start for 6 different teams in 6 consecutive seasons. He up next, dude.
He is,
He up
man.
next.
He up next, and then Carson Wentz.
Do you think they'll be better with Carson at quarterback than they were with JJ?
Man, we gotta see what Carson Wentz gonna do. Man, he hasn't played in a while.
Hmm.
And he's like you said, he's gonna be playing for the sixth team. I mean, I think he was drafted first to second while back. I think that he's been a legitimate backup quarterback for a while. I don't know how he's gonna do this. I don't know how he's gonna do this year though. I think with I think with our what's my man name, Josh McCown there as the QB, as the QB coach. I think he should be able to help him out a little bit. But I think this might be his last stop. Once he's just because he's a first round pick, he has the ability, the physical talent. But I just
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna look like, Debo. What do you think?
I don't I don't think it's gonna be much worse or better. I don't know how I want to say that. Um I just really wasn't too impressed with what I saw the first game from JJ, and then now he's hurt. And I think the thing with Wentz is consistently being able to stack games on games is why, he's been going around everywhere, and basically is there as a, you know, fill in, if something happens. I don't think they were looking at him possibly having to start multiple weeks. Something that if, he got hurt for, or not even injured, but like just hurt, had to come out, maybe a game,
Mm.
here and there. But I think they were hoping that JJ had all the injury stuff behind him, especially after, missing all of last year. And now he's going to miss another at least couple weeks. It could be more. I feel kind of bad for him, actually. He really hasn't got the time to even get in there, to get comfortable with it, to get used to it, to get a better understanding. Like, you could watch all the film you want to, but it's nothing like being out there, actually going through the plays, getting in the mental reps that you actually see the guys moving around, getting a feel for it. And I think that's what, we really saw that first game when he came back, is just not having that live action over the course of the previous year, and then only, something here and there in practice. Practice play is never the same speed as a game. No matter how hard you play, how hard you try and go, and it never is.
No, 1,000%.
So
I like.
my
I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for Carson.
oh, I'm rooting for anybody, but I don't think he's if he go 500, I guess that's good. You
That's
say that's
definitely
good.
good. That's definitely good. If he goes 2 for 2, yes, that is a win for sure. Just being able to sturdy the ship, man. You can being able to walk out of a stadium with a win. If you can come out of that thing 500, bro, I'll be super happy for once. And he says he's gonna be out for at least 3 weeks. So let's say it's 4, and he goes 2-2. Great work, great work,
Yeah, yeah. We losing quarterbacks this year though, for sure,
man.
man.
Left and right.
Yeah, you got Purdy. I think he got a
He
toe.
said Jaden Daniels got a little knee.
Yep.
Um,
Burrow got a toe.
Burrow, he got a mean toe. Burrow got a
Vicious
blunt
toe.
toe.
Field Justin Fields got bopped. He got a concussion.
Dang.
And JJ, he got the ankle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's football out there, man. It's 100% chance of injury, Deebo. I know you know the stats.
Oh
You're
yeah.
gonna get hurt. It's not if, but when. And then how long it
It's
take to
yes.
get back. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a brutal, it's a real live sport out there. We running around full speed, running in the
Hey, you know what I don't like? I don't like that. I just while you saying about that injuries that hurt stuff. I hate that they don't allow the DBs to run up and cut the linemen when they're coming out there to block them, but you allow the linemen to cut and you allow the running backs to cut everybody on the edge of the line when they're coming down. How is this even the same?
how is this
You
legal?
want you want
How is this
you
fair?
want to make it's not fair. That's them trying to make sure they can get some points on the board.
Yes,
Why? Because
yes.
I'm not going to let you come in as a 180-pound DB and cut this lineman because he's 300 plus pounds, and you're not going to let these DBs come in and cut him, but you letting them do the same thing to them on the same play and cut them. Listen, it's
It's
that
it's a
that upsets
it's
me.
an offensive league, Debo.
Oh,
They
I know.
want they want points. Like not like the fans. They want to see people scoring, and for us being out there, literally, it makes it so much harder. Do you understand what you're saying, Debo? I can't believe that you feel for me because when they said I couldn't take out their legs, I was ready.
It makes no sense.
He's throwing me
If
out the
that's the
club.
case, I'm going straight to you. You can't cut him. If you can't cut him, you're not going to stop him.
It's called what is it's just physics.
Physics,
300
yes.
and 300 pounds. I'm 100
Six something,
something
6'5",
coming at me full speed.
300 something pounds, coming up there to 5'10", 5'11",
5'11",
100,
185.
175 because he
I'm
lying. I
185.
know he's 10 pounds lighter than that.
God.
Yeah. And now you expecting him to face this dude up and not cut? What?
Yeah.
You're putting him in danger of getting put to sleep.
For,
You're putting him in danger of a
they
concussion.
don't care about that
You're
though,
putting him
bro.
in no
And the
question,
same way
dude.
when the running backs come through, you know how we be coming on defense. When you lead with your head, those running backs will lead with your head and run you smack.
No, they
Boom.
actually lead with their
Like
head. They put the
with their
crown all the
thumb.
way down.
Run you
But
smack.
if you go and put your right Dale here and you're seeing what you're hit, they'll call it on you. But you let them come through the hole, just notched up crown,
Yeah.
just popping right here.
See?
Listen, I don't think it should be. If you're running the ball, if you caught the ball and you got a chance to get like 2-3 steps, you're aware of your surroundings now. If you get bopped, you get bopped. Like it shouldn't
It's
be
not I got hit too hard foul.
right now. That's what it
That's
done
what it
came
is,
to,
Debo. It's
bro.
not a helmet to helmet. It's she got hit too
Boop.
hard.
I heard the crash. Let's see if he get up.
Mm-hmm.
Did he get up? Nope.
Like,
Flag. Get him up out of there. That's Roger Goodell will say that's 375
yeah,
million fine.
launching.
You know what I'm saying?
Launching. I'm gonna say this too. You gotta be able to launch if you don't put your not like launching like a missile,
Right.
but if you launch with that
You got to
shoulder,
be able to rise up.
you gotta be able to rise. Like that's
You got to be able to rise
got
up.
to.
If you can't
They
rise up,
call
you're
that
not going to
launching. I call that hitting.
hit and
Hit and
rise, hit and
rise.
raise. Like, what are you talking about? You lower down, you crouch up, you come up, and you hit. Now, listen, you know what they're trying to teach these kids in high school, man? Hey, tackle them here. You know how you put your head across?
Yeah.
Don't put your head across. Put your head behind them so they can bust through your whole shoulder.
No.
Yeah.
They got you throwing the arm out, putting your head behind them.
Behind them. Behind them. Safety. It's some type of goofy heads up thing that's saying, yeah, well, your head won't get hurt, but you won't play for the rest of the year because you go get everything tore out your shoulder, your labrum, and everything else.
Out the bone.
Oh yeah. And think about it, like especially high school, like you got some of these kids that are just so far different in skill and size, and you telling him he got to go and tackle this dude this way? Nah, that ain't
Nah,
that ain't
bro.
happening. Bro.
That ain't the right.
Oh, and high school, they ain't allowed to jump over a player.
I thought that was only in flag football.
No, bro. They're not allowed to jump over. So if a dude is coming in flying at your knee and you jump over him, that's they call it leaping or something. Dude, you're not allowed to jump over people. So what they tried to do is stop dudes from jumping somebody standing straight up. But now it's like you want me to just bend down and let him hit me. Like you're not allowed to jump over. Dude, it's crazy. They getting
That
wild
doesn't
out here,
make any
man.
sense.
No, they I'm trying to tell you, Joe, it's getting
I've
wild out
only
here,
heard that in
man.
flag football. My son couldn't hurdle, and I was like, okay, that I don't know why, but that okay, but not in tackle football. You can't jump over somebody.
Yo, also Philly dude. So the Knicks, the Eagles coach Nick Sirianni, he fielded questions about the uncalled false start Sunday with the win over the Chiefs. Okay, I think this is what they're doing. This is just me. I think the center is snapping the ball off of their movement because that's what it looked like. It looked like every time they did it, he was just a hair behind. So I think he's looking for their heads to clear and then he snaps it, which gives them an advantage in this whole quarterback sneak tush push thing.
Mm.
Like, what do you think? They were offsides twice for sure. No question about it. Not neither one of them get called. That ought to be a reviewable play. When you tush push, it ought to be a reviewable play to see if your guys jumped early. Because they did it both times that I saw.
I think,
What's your
yeah,
go ahead?
I think you're right, man. I think you're right. Yeah, I think they're timing it. I think they're timing it perfectly. Soon as somebody moves, and I think soon as the lineman moves to his left or right, he's snapping the ball because they're getting the best jump I've ever seen. I don't think it's nobody else saying anything. I think the center might just be snapping off the first movement he sees from his guys.
Yeah, I think, or it's like, they're doing a call and he's giving it like a one, to let him get a little jump instead of a whole a whole second, give him like a half little second.
Mhm.
But that's big when you're talking a game of inches. Like,
Bro, they only doing the tush when they need a little bit.
but
Are you a fan of the tush push?
I am a fan of it because it's part of the game. Like, if we can sit there and bull you over for yards on a fourth and whatever, then that's
That's what we
that's
gonna do.
what's that's what we go do. That's part of the game. That's why you get guys that are strong and all the other stuff. I don't personally have a problem with it, but you have to be able to, like, they were blatantly offsides one
So
time,
you said
slightly off
so the refs
the
got
other time.
they just saying if they do go for a false start, we gotta just throw the flag on it. We can't just be letting them just do the play regardless.
Like, is that even a reviewable play? Can you review that? Like, could they have red flag challenged that?
I don't think
I don't
so.
even.
I don't think so. No, because he didn't call it. Like you would have to call the flag.
You know what? The competition committee in the offseason need to go over this. If you go allow the tush push, you need to be able to review every one of them to make sure ain't nobody offsides. Like, some of them dudes be already like in the neutral zone. The center got the ball tucked up under him so far. Like the guys on
They
the
already
yeah.
offsides. Yeah, they can't. You
Yes.
can't. You have to still line up like a legal play. You still have to line up legally. You know what I'm saying? Everybody behind the
Right.
ball. Everything's good. Boom, boom. Because if not that, we instantly need to throw the flag. I understand y'all
Right. Even
play, but
even when you're long snapping, you know what I'm saying?
yes,
The
yes,
ball is here. Dude, he got this whole thing lined up here and half his helmet already across the ball.
he's offsides.
Yes. Yes.
So we just need to make sure they align right. Like that. That just the proper alignment can't be. You can't get away with lining up off sides. That's just foul.
Yeah, you gotta be penalized for that. Like it's especially, it scored a touchdown. You take off that half-second jump and you make it an even field, maybe that doesn't happen.
Yeah, because they only doing that on 3rd and 1s or like 4th and 1s. They only doing it when they
Hmm.
need a little bit of yards, a touchdown or a first down to seal games. So they're not doing it in just random plays. It's a big, big, big momentum swing. It's a big play in the game whenever they do the tush push.
Yeah, I mean they want to slow down every time somebody get hit to see if they helmet touch the quarter piece of their helmet. Oh yeah, that's the helmet. The helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Slow this shit down too, and go ahead and let you see these boys jumping
Got your
off
whole
sides.
team lined up offside. The
Yeah,
center
like
got the ball tucked underneath him.
we put our helmet in the neutral zone. Y'all popping the flag. It's a free play. We sitting up there looking like a mule chewing glue if they go ahead and actually get something good on us, because it was nothing that bad could happen to them on that
For
play.
sure.
Like,
They got to get right.
man, listen. Tom Brady is returning to the field for flag football tournament in Saudi Arabia. Would you flag football, Olympic flag football? Would you want to retire to play Olympic flag football, bro?
No. I don't.
No, not a
The
chance.
sad part is, I mean, I just know that I'm not. I wouldn't be the best representation of the United States of America. I would want
Not right
not
now.
right now, not
Mm-mm.
right now. I would want
Mm-mm.
either Stingley, Pat Surtain, Denzel Ward. I like them man to man way more than I like me man to man right now. So I'm not. I wouldn't retire. I would watch for sure, but I think definitely like Denzel Ward, Pat Surtain, Stingley. Throw them out there and they strapping everybody.
I think it's easy for him, 'cause all you gotta do is throw the ball. Tom, that's what Tom do. He throw the rock.
I think
So
Tom would be spinning that joint for sure. He can't get hit. All
can't get
he can't
hit
get hit.
all the time in the world.
Man, Tom.
Well, not all the time. I don't know how
I
that
think
works, to be
they
honest.
have a rusher.
Maybe
They
it's
probably
like
have a
3 or 4 seconds.
rusher.
You gotta launch it, or they call the play dead.
They got a rusher, and only gonna do is run up to you and pull your flag off. So he's not gonna hit you.
No, I don't know. I think they may just give him a time limit, and
Oh,
then you got to get
okay.
rid of the ball by then. And if you don't, then it's the play
Play
is
dead.
dead.
Okay. That makes sense. Well, yeah, Tom will be straight. He'll be able to. What? Yes, he reads defenses.
For sure. Joe, who was the defensive player of the week?
This week, I don't know.
You don't know?
Nah, who was it? I might have. Shit,
I'm asking you, who was your defensive player of the week?
who was my defensive player of the week? Oh,
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
yeah.
ahead and go with I'm gonna go with Tony Jefferson. I'm gonna go with Tony Jefferson. He had a pick and he had a break up in the end zone.
Mhm.
And then I'm also go with Del Pitt. Tony Jefferson for
You gotta pick one.
all right, with
Player, not players.
Tony Jefferson for the Chargers, man. Step out to the OG Tony Jefferson. He went from practice squad, then got raised up, had a pass breakup in the end zone, and then had a pick in the fourth. He was balling.
I'm going with you on the same one. And then I'm gonna get honorable mention to Geno Smith. Hey man.
That's foul. That's foul.
Oh man, listen, man, your boy Ocho back at it again, man. He talking crazy, man. He down there, Bud Crawford and Dana White last week. Let's take a listen to what your boy was saying, man. He out here.
But
Hey,
listen to it. We cut from the
You
same
remember you was
cloth,
talking
man.
stuff to that big dude. I forgot his name, the football player.
James, yeah, Deebo.
James, hey,
Debo
I'm a
kick your
dummy.
ass. Hey, Debo was gonna grab your little ass up.
Hey, Bud, make sure you in attendance.
Hold
Bud,
on.
make sure you there for that.
But no.
Hey, Debo
But
was gonna grab you like shit and grab me.
Nah. Whose side you
I
on,
ain't on
bud?
nobody's side. I'm just saying, Debo was gonna grab you like Shannon grabbed me.
Hey, nah, man. Listen, I got this. Just make sure you there when I whoop him. When I whoop him, just make sure you there. And then Andre
All right.
next.
Danny, you have to do me this one favor, please. I want to fight James Harrison in the octagon. 5 rounds, 5 minutes,
James Harrison, the NFL player?
Yes.
Yeah, the Pittsburgh Deebo.
He talked too much trash. I need you to set that up. I need you to back me. Tell Turkey.
This dude's
please.
a monster.
He's a what?
He's a monster.
Did you see the story of David and Goliath?
I have.
Okay. Well, that's exactly what it's going to look like.
Is that a real story? Or is that a myth? It might be a myth. I think that's a myth. How old's he?
Huh? How old is James? You think?
Should be probably about 10, 11 years younger. Probably about 46, 40, 45,
I'm
46.
I'm 47. I'm only 47.
Oh, okay. I was going to say,
now,
Jesus Christ.
now you agree to the fight.
No, that's still too old, but it's better than 57.
Okay, so just say yes, please. Just say yes.
I can't say yes. We'll talk. I'll tell you this. We'll talk about it.
Oh my God, Chad, I'm gonna beat his ass.
We'll talk about it.
I'm gonna beat his ass.
OMG, Deebo. He's serious. He's talking to Dana White about it. And at first, I thought y'all was going to box. He wants you to allow you to use your feet too? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Listen, man.
What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
Listen. You want to know something crazy, man? My mama was like, "Yo, don't hurt that boy. Don't do nothing to that boy. You see how small he is. Don't hurt him." But listen, Chad, you asking for this ass whooping, man. Like, you better hope Dana don't do that. Like, cause if he do that, you ain't give me no choice, man. You ain't give me no choice. Trying to tell you. Everybody trying to tell you. My name ain't Goliath. It's Deebo.
I'm gonna tell you this, Deebo. Chad texted me.
He texted
me. He said, "I'm gonna beat that Deebo ass though. He think it's sweet."
Bruh. It is sweet. It is sweet. Like, see, I'm fighting with, like, I got the little red one over here. I got the one over here with the halo. And they talking to each other and like, no, he just talking, if you get in there, you just don't hurt him too bad. And he over here like bust his motherfucking ass. Give him everything he's looking for.
Yeah.
Dana, listen, Dana, go ahead, set that thing up for him. Give him what he want. You know what I'm saying?
Give him what he want.
I ain't go hurt him too bad.
Goodness.
But
I'm in tears.
I'm gonna have to at least choke him out. I know he got a bad eye, right eye bad. So I'm gonna try not to hit him in that one. He can't see out of it too well. But I'm gonna damage the other one so he can't see out of neither one of them.
I'm gonna be in attendance.
Listen, Chad, I wish you the best. I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna do everything that a good Christian's supposed to do, except for not whip your ass.
You got to, Deebo.
I'm gonna whip your ass.
He done talk too much trash now, Deebo.
He up there talking to you. Come on, you really don't want to get that set up, man. Joe, we got some super chats. Yes. Jay Twice. He donated and said, "Hey, Deebo and Joe, will you be entering theaters? We going into theaters?"
I'm here for it, Deebo. I'm here for it.
I mean, we could.
What you mean?
We got to get our own movie going. What is it going to be called?
Is that you already know? Deebo and Joe.
What is it about? Are we robbing anybody?
Nah, it's gonna be more like more Robin Big style.
Robin Big style?
Yeah. But
I don't know if I like that. I don't like that for me. If you calling me big, I don't like that.
No. I'm just saying. No. Like, we just gonna be doing cool stuff.
Okay. Listen, it ain't gonna be a movie, but we gonna get our own whole drama series. That's what we gonna do.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it right there, man.
We gonna keep working on it.
But no, we ain't gonna be in there.
Ain't gonna be in no theaters, Deebo.
I ain't gonna lie. Unless y'all looking for a live audience, you know, in the theater on the stage, and we do the show from that. That might be something that'll pop.
That'd be nice.
You know what I'm saying? That'd be real nice. Yo, that's gonna be the next thing. That's what we got. We gonna start trying to see if we can't get something like that set up for y'all. Listen, we want to thank y'all guys for joining us for this episode of Deebo and Joe. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. We'll be right back here Friday to give you more of what it is that you're looking for. And that's Deebo and Joe.
Come on, tap in, like, subscribe. Rock with me and your boy Deebo. We'll be back here Friday. Subscribe or I'ma have Deebo.
And we out.